You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. There is a familiar weight in your hand. A lantern. It sputters to life, and the world shifts into focus. A staircase spirals endlessly below you. With nowhere else to go, you start down. A wave of blistering heat hits you. Then a sea salt wind. Divine voices boom and screech. Their words shake the platform beneath you, shake the very air around you. The gods are fighting.
Lay your blame elsewhere, Wodika. I won't suffer your arguments any longer.
Magrin looms large before you, an accusing finger leveled at the melted visage of Wodika. Wodika screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Even the Kith loses patience with you, Wodika.
The pallid knight looks down at you, a frown etched deep in her otherwise statue-still features.
I am afraid we are not at our best.
The Watchers return. Perhaps we should hear what she has to say.
Helia's birds chatter anxiously among themselves. Wal's many eyes alight on each god in turn.
We make little enough progress on our own.
Not for lack of trying.
Feathers rise along the crest of Helia's head as she stares pointedly at Magrin.
We try, but agreement eludes us.
Andra's storm-dark eyes swivel to meet yours.
Is there nothing we can do?
Magrin glances at the pallid knight from the corner of her eye. After a thoughtful pause, she speaks.
The time has come for us to seize the power we have long left untouched, and absorb our scattered children.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
Terrible though it would be, perhaps you are right.
I did, and I was scolded like a child for my terrible audacity.
A curl of steam rises from her nose. The pallid knight looks on, impassive.
Should we be killed in our god forms, we can possess you, our godlike children. Or should we face a force too powerful to stand against, we can absorb your souls, granting us additional strength. You, Helia's wayward daughter, Ondra's precious son, and thousands of others. Yes, you would all die.
The pallid knight speaks with the chilly temperance possessed only by the god of death.
But the time for that plan has long passed us by.
Are we to keep nothing for ourselves? Not a single secret retained? Not a solitary mystery?
Magrin elbows one of Wal's floating eyes away.
Aethys will lay bare our every secret soon enough. What is one or two revealed now? But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo, and that will be a trial all its own.
Magrin smiles.
Not when you continue to surprise me.
The Guardian of Ukaizo has stood watch over that place for millennia. It will not stand aside, not even for Bareth's herald.
Helia, who had been lost in quiet, anxious conversation with her birds, breaks in.
It yet lives.
Of course. Our progenitors crafted it.
A pair of Helia's finches come to join Wal's floating eye. They hover just out of Magrin's reach and swoop in to poke her when she's not looking.
And the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if she wishes to confront Aethys.
The birds at last linger too long, and Magrin slaps them away. They burst into a cloud of essence, then reform and fly in a screeching chorus back to Helia.
A creature crafted by the Ingwithans to protect the machinery of reincarnation. It doesn't care much for visitors.
Will you divulge our every secret to the Kith, Magrin?
Magrin shrugs.
If it suits me.
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside. Not even for the Herald of Bareth. It is not one of Galawain's mindless beasts. It has a heart and a mind, and it will throw neither away to oppose Aethys. And Aethys will not fight the creature. It would prove little more than a distraction for him, especially as my tsunami and Mogren's volcano couldn't stop him.
There is another topic we have yet to address.
The Pallid Knight holds up one gauntleted hand, and the other gods fall silent.
Tell me, Watcher, where do you stand? What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
The Pallid Knight spreads wide her hands.
Think of the beyond as a reservoir, the in-between as storm clouds, and souls as rain. When a living thing dies, its soul enters the in-between. And when the in-between grows full, it releases souls into the beyond, where they wait to be redistributed to new bodies, new lives. The wheel is the process by which souls are moved from the in-between to the beyond, from the rain cloud to the reservoir, and from the reservoir into the living world. Without the wheel to mediate the transfer and redistribution of souls, the souls of all who die remain in the in-between. And without souls to fill it, the beyond gradually empties, trapping all of the remaining souls in existence in the in-between. When the beyond is empty and the last creature on Aora dies, that is the end of everything. It is Rimergon's future, the one he wants for us. Soul essence sustains us. We feed off it, off the little fragments you mortal kith shed like snakeskin as you pass into your next life. Without sustenance, we starve as any mortal might. We die and leave a great silence behind, an eternal emptiness from which nothing is born. You begin to see our dilemma, I hope.
Tell us, Watcher, where do you stand? You're a fool to trust him. He does not have your best interests at heart.
Aethys loves the mortals more than any of us. He has always been their greatest champion. He believes Kith will rise to his challenge. I am not so sure, but I look forward to watching them try. He found our blind spot and exploited it admirably. By the time we even had a hint of what it was he intended, it was already too late to stop him.
If we still had our bodies, we could oppose him.
Woedica balls her bony hands into fists and glares long at Andra.
Do not lay your blame on me. We set them aside after I killed Abaddon, it is true, but you did not fight the decision then.
She turns her back on Woedica then, and looks instead to the Pallid Knight.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
Such hubris. Kith will make a mess of things. You cannot help yourselves. You must be controlled, lest you stray and fail.
And what if they fail? Then they die. And so do we. We have to help them.
Helia's voice rises, near to panic. Woedica drives her fist into her hand.
Help them! We should finally bring them to heel!
The Pallid Knight raises a hand and stares at Woedica until she falls silent.
Watcher, Aethys yet values your counsel.
The Pallid Knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aethys may still temper his actions. Confront him at Ukaizo. Only your life.
A faint smile plays at the corner of the Pallid Knight's lips.
Time moves swiftly away from us now.
The Pallid Knight spreads her hands before her.
Go, Watcher. Do what you must.
The edges of your vision begin to dim. Like a sun setting, twilight encroaches on your mind. The pallid night conjures a blinding white light in her palm that swiftly grows to engulf the room. Then, the crack of thunder rends the air, and you feel the floor drop out beneath you. You come to flat on your back, staring at an all too familiar ceiling. Alone, once again.
At once.
A moment of your time, Watcher, if you will. Some of the hands discovered an unusual crate in the ship's hold. Unfortunately, the ship lacks the defensive fortifications of Cadnua. A crate could have been slipped aboard at any of our ports of call, assuming it wasn't placed among our goods as we took on supplies. It is roughly a yard to a side and labeled beans. The hands who noticed it were tasked by the cook to bring up ingredients for the evening's stew. The hand left the crate in the hold if you wish to examine it.
I'm all ears. Tell me what's on your mind. We talking during the Saints? Then you mean gone. He ain't what he was. No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. Not a what? I never knew nothing. No need to fiddle-foot around. You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
Is there something you wanted to talk about? You only have to ask. I have to give Aothis credit. He is the only one of his kind to see how corrupt and self-serving the gods are. Even better, his plan, mad as it is, must be sending the rest of his kind into a fit. Their days are numbered, and there is nothing they can do to stop what is coming. Diverus. Watcher, you only have to ask. I have had enough with Tikehu. If you can exercise any influence over him, per Blanca, do it. He seems to think because we are both godlike, we share some sort of special bond. Diverus, the only bond I want to share with him is an anchor wrapped around his neck. Too harsh. Perhaps just around his foot. Per Blanca, make him stop. I have had enough. He seems to... Diverus, too harsh.
I can still feel those vines under my skin. But that will pass.
What are we
Thank
standing
you.
around for?
What is it, Casita?
Captain, do you require my expertise?
Kedete Elahiza. Ask, please. Ungo.
I know that look. I'm still trying to make sense of it. To think that Aothis would destroy the wheel. Meanwhile, the gods squabble over what to do next. They're no better than the scheming authorities here. Encountering the Wahaki has forced me to face some uncomfortable truths. There was a time when I would have mourned that knowledge, but not now. Thank you.
What's on your mind? It doesn't seem much different than Theos and Woodica, does he? Powerful beings thinking they know what's best for us, not caring the costs we pay. Starting to think we'd be better off without the gods. At least we'd know the messes were our own.
Does anyone anyone but the gods know what's going on in Adair's head? I mean... He's a right fine fella. Kind, too. But a little old. I do. He's just so considerate and nice. Problem is, I think he doesn't much like me, Watcher. Aside from the fact that one night, while everyone was sleeping, I might have... He looked at me like, what should I do? You'll help me, Watcher, won't you? I'll try my god. I hope you're right. Tell me what's on your mind. You need me, I'll be...
Indeed.
You can see me! It's really you then, the captain of the Defiance. Oh, this is fantastic! How satisfying it is to know one did not give one's life in vain. I come from the island of Kazuwari, and we need your aid. Me, Muatu, formerly of the island of Kazuwari, presently of the Beyond. Well, there's me, obviously. And then there's the caretaker, Humaire. She was the one who killed me and put my head in that box. And I suppose the people and souls of the island, as well. We had to get a messenger to you, but we couldn't let me be seen leaving Kazuwari. An inelegant solution, maybe, but an efficient one. The people of Kazuwari are, wary of the uninitiated. For good reason, of course. I came from Kazuwari, where the most skillful hunters, the most hardened explorers, the deadliest warriors all gather to earn the favor of Tawamawai. But Humaire, the island's caretaker, says the essence that sustains the island has sickened. Curdled, she called it. The animals, the trees, they all churn with anger and fear. The faces of the hunt, that which hunts, kills, and endures, respectively. Some believe them to be the tripartite aspects of Galawain. Not that I would know, I've never asked them. We need a watcher. No one else can talk to souls, Humaire said, and souls are our problem. You're a watcher, right? The watcher, the one who died and lived again, who speaks to the gods. That's the watcher we need. I knew it! I knew Humaire wouldn't have lied. You will help, won't you? Oh, that's fantastic! Thank you! Speak to Humaire at Kazuari, Watcher. She'll be able to better explain the situation than I am. Kazuari's a huge island west of Hasango. It's pretty hard to miss, what with the high cliffs and waterfalls. There's one thing you should know. The faces of the hunt jealously control who enters and leaves the island. But there's a waterfall on the southern side of the island that will allow you to sneak in, so long as you're circumspect. I guess you should also know. The island's residents might not take too kindly to your presence if you're found. They're, prickly bunch. But I'm sure that won't be a problem for you.
No, you know, I just... Thing is, I might know something about that box there. A little more than something. All I'm saying is, maybe you don't want to touch it. Maybe we tie a big rock to it and throw it overboard. Right now. It's a box with a dead man's head in it. Great. That's great. Maybe we should talk about it later. You seem to have your hands full.
Hey, hello? I'm still here. Are you going to help us? We could really use the help. Once we've arrived, I can help you find your way into the heart of the island. You know, if you want me to. I wouldn't want to presume. In the meantime, I'll be here. Well, behind you, really, with the rest of the spirits following you around.
Let's get a move on.
Damn me, the cops run dry.
I should change these bandages.
Ukaizo. We are actually going to Ukaizo. The tribes will look to me to bridge our past and our future. A heavy responsibility, I say. What do I want? The praise they showered on Ngati's chosen. Until now, it all seemed an empty gesture. Never a promise that I could fulfill. I was the toast of Nekataka. But all of that is behind me. I must turn away from delights and think of the tribes. Ukaizo will show us the way. The tribes will find themselves again. I would discover what our ancestors forgot. The Covenant is more important than ever. I will give it thought. There is time enough for that, at least. Ukaizo should be the discovery of our lifetime. With the trading companies and the Principe ready to descend on each other, I wish the island had kept its secrets a while longer.
It pains me to see my boy so conflicted. Questions tear at his heart, and the ache reaches me even here. If you continue to encourage him, his life will grow more complicated. He will be the savior his people want. Someone to drag their past into the present. Empires have fallen since I favored the Huana with power and wisdom. How they wield it is their choice. Just see that my boy comes to no harm.
There is much to consider. and little time to decide our course. I fear that we will see the path before us before we are ready to walk it. You have questions? Ikera, I have answers. What indeed? I say I am of two minds. For what did the tribes give Ngati's Chosen all the praise and education if I give them nothing in return? But to shackle my hopes as an artist is such a heavy responsibility. It is stifling, I say. Finding the Covenant could bring the Hawana closer to the gods and the ways of the past. I must decide if this is best.
Ahoy, Captain. What can I do you for?
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me on.
So, it's to be Ukaizo. The last great arena of this contest. If you believe that sort of thing. Planting a flag in the sands of Ukaizo is a great way to hang a target on your back. I just want to know that we're doing this for the right reason. So far, I'm unconvinced. Until I see Ukaizo for myself, it's a bedtime story. Let the poets hang their hopes on a dream. Rawatai's navy should be better than this. Ukaizo isn't a fortress in the path of shipping lanes. We don't even know if this mythical island has any defensive value. When this campaign is spread across razor-thin margins, how does the company plan on sustaining a garrison half the world away in uncharted seas? All the powers imagine that Ukaizo is a symbol for control, and they're willing to bet everything that they're right. Ukaizo has fooled everyone into sacrificing and compromising for the ultimate prize of what? Getting there first? Even if we succeed, not everyone's gonna make it back to sing the tale of lost Ukaizo. Couldn't be prouder to be a part of it, Captain. Thanks for letting me squawk in your ear like a Shiza after too much shark meat. I needed that.
Go on, then.
Ishi, where are your manners? Thank the nice captain.
Welcome back, welcome back. How might I assist you? We're so close. There's only one corner of the map left. Only it's for good reason. The waters in those parts are... Well, this region is probably why I had so much trouble finding help before you came along. Time to set out for the Razai Passage, out to the northwest. There are several islands out there nobody's done more than Ogolat from afar. I know you can do better. I'll be waiting.
Absolutely.
luck, my little privateer. You have news for... Perfetto. For once, our service ships may take to the waters without fear. Knowing that is almost priceless. You've taken all the work from the louses of Queen's Birth, and I have nothing more to offer you, save this.
So scary.
Candles and bombs.
Hunter, do you come to serve your coin bond? Your coin bond has muffled a killing song. Excellent work. We are not finished. Your bond is needed again, and if your purse has room, we may help each other. Ikorno, a wizard of great cunning, slays Mataru warriors in single combat. Some accuse him of being an agent of Rauatai. They have forged a coin bond to see him killed.
A waste of money. If he was one of our agents, he wouldn't have gotten caught.
It is not for us to say what is right or true, only to keep our vows. Ikorno pages through his grimoire in the central aisles of the Kua Orakuhu chain. Speak freely, I say.
The Huana have done well in this harsh environment. You must concede that.
They were before they gave their territory to the Valians.
Ah, forget that I spoke.
Remember, a pet is a great Akira.
Stop acting like a fish out of breath and say what's on your mind already.
Akira, but my words are for the gun-toting company spy. The dignity of the tribes runs through your blood, I say, but you disrespect our people at every turn.
Someone told me the Water Shapers controlled their emotions better than this. Guess they were off. If what I say disturbs you, ask yourself why before you paint me as the hypocrite.
I am Ngati's chosen. Who will speak for them if not me?
I can't decide if you're upset because I'm some kind of race traitor or because the Huana are an embarrassment to these isles. While we stand around wasting all this time, a god probably just stepped on Fishboy's village. Wait, Takeyu, I didn't mean...
I'm fine. It's just ink. Normally, I am able to control it. But in times like these...
Need something?
Ngati smiles on you, Cap.
Your orders, Captain?
But they're still out there. Will no one help me?
Perhaps in a day or two. Prince Haruhi enjoys wild tales.
Well now, if there were any woman here worthy of a grand reception, the guards here will not listen. Will you, ma'am? Myself? I am no lord save upon the deck of my ship. And she is lost. I lost my crew, all but myself and the bosun, yet nobody will listen. Not the Queen, nor the trading companies. Too busy waging war upon each other to pay mind to a rudderless captain. They don't understand. It's not just me. What lies out there, it'll swallow us all up if it isn't stopped. It were unnatural. The Antelope were a fine ship, and we sailed her out east, out of Kahanga waters and into the great wet country. Bright sky and a good wind. Until the fog came. We were boarded before we knew it. Men, things like men that howled like demons. They cut down half my crew, took the rest. Gods forgive me, but if I'd stayed to look on, I'd never have made it to the launch. But we saw it. After the fog cleared and the ship was gone. A spit of land, bristling with the wreckage of other unfortunates. A finer crew I'll not find than that which served upon the Antelope. All dragged into the fog, like the gods plucked them off the deck. I'll not forget it so long as I live. I am a landlocked wretch with no ship and no crew. But you are a captain of bold repute, and the day may come you sail out to that same isle, with beached ships all around. You have listened well. Here, go you now prepared. And should you ever come upon my crew, do what you can for them.
There is no end to the horrors of the Deadfire. Though we have no reason to seek such a place out, I am confident you will take me there eventually, Watcher.
It's about time I went my own way.
Anchors away.
Of course.
Excellent timing. We're getting consistent readings, and I believe we're ready to try again. That is, if you're up for it. Clinging to certainty is a novice's mistake. We keep open minds here. But seriously, I think we're on to something. It's just the same as before. You focus on the Adra pillar, the machine gives you a boost. We don't really have any spare watchers about, I'm afraid. We've reached a new frontier, and you're the only one capable of exploring it at the moment. Is that not exciting? I'm excited. What can I do for you? Great, to work everyone. Let's get this underway. And you, just relax, but also be sure to concentrate very carefully. Look for the next Adra pillar. Once you have the connection, just step through.
Might be half sure this ain't Nekataka, but only half.
Quietly now.
Happily. Constant.
I sense a predator in the water.
Verde, Bilda, Sao.
This does not work!
Speak freely.
What can I do?
Ah.
Sacritu!
What for, Cap? Aye, aye, Captain.
Yes? As you wish.
At your service.
Looks like I'm here to stay.
Good.
Meri publices, per Milanis.
Captain? I'll be more than half-hand.
Lost too much water.
Be blowing a man down.
Captain? Can't get a clean hit.
Yours to command, Captain.
Captain? Try to keep it up, Maya.
Meri publices, per Milanis.
You were saying? Ha! Can't get a clean hit.
What can I do? Yes.
Yes, Captain.
I'm here.
Oi, Maya! 10 pounds, I'll kill more of the bastards than you do.
Che? Ma dico, I need to try something else.
Your orders? Right between the eyes.
At your service.
Worth and rough!
For the Republics!
Captain?
Aye. Fare thee well, cog swabber.
What's another?
Behold
What's your
me,
fire?
mother!
That is another ally down.
I'm here.
Ballerina needs a hand, Captain.
Yours to command, Captain.
That hit true.
Very well.
Captain.
heard you. Ha! Still got it.
Show me makes no difference.
I heard you.
I am ready.
You need something?
Captain. See that beauty of a hit, Maya?
Your orders? Where's Ishi?
You have my attention.
Beyond seek. Ahoy.
Indeed. Of course.
We here.
Indeed.
A light's foot and an heavy bullet, I cap. I sense a predator in the water. I sense a predator in the water.
Athek, worth and wrath!
Tell me.
Aye.
I am the Alpha Predator. Second try, I say.
Yes? As you wish.
Captain? Ha! Can't get a clean hit.
Ahoy. Mother.
Yes? Yes.
I am ready.
What say? What for, Cap? Like flogging a figurehead. Futile.
You were saying? For the Ranganui!
Be cautious. Be constant.
Of course.
Ishi. Quiet time.
Careful.
Look for, Cap.
Bilda, Sao.
Your bones will feed. This does not work.
Tell me.
Aye. I'll be cleaving it to the brisket.
You were saying?
Ha! I'm here. Stand together! I'm here.
At your service. For Mother Ngati.
Tell me.
Captain.
Captain? Ha! Still got it.
Yes, Captain. For Mother Ngati.
Good.
Aye. Oi, Maya.
I'm listening.
10 pounds, I'll kill more of the bastards than you do.
Right between the eyes.
Yes? I'm here.
You have my attention.
Captain, watch me work.
You were saying?
Tell me.
What say?
What for, Cap? Only takes a finger to blow her away.
Indeed.